right from the start. Alright guys, how's it going? I'm Josh.
And I'm Nick.
And we're the guys behind Trade Secrets. So real quick disclaimer. I know our name is Trade Secrets, but we are not like financial guys at all. We're not talking.
We know nothing about, I mean, I know a little something, but not enough to be a YouTube channel.
Don't ask us
anything.
what to buy, what to sell. This channel has nothing to do with that.
Not only what to buy and what to sell, don't ask us when to sell. We have no idea. We got no clue what's going on with any of that stuff.
So now that that is out of the way, we can explain what we're actually trying to do here. So the whole idea behind this channel is to talk about good and possibly bad pieces of gear, awesome places to check out if you like the outdoors on the East Coast. Maybe we'll have some trips elsewhere.
Yeah.
We'll see what goes on. And then also talking about my 4Runner. So I got one a year and a half ago, and we've been slowly modifying it. And we thought it'd be pretty cool to chronicle the actual like changes that we're doing to the 4Runner.
Yeah.
Maybe one day he'll
get a Tacoma at some point.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, a big thing is kind of what is worth your money, what's not. I think that's a big part for me is like people who are new to camping and want to get into it, or there's a lot of people I know who just don't know where to start, I guess, and we'll have a few different pieces of content that kind of go over some of those things, some experiments of what is worth your money, what's not.
Yeah, a lot of outdoor activities, I think, they can be kind of like a slippery slope when it comes to spending like a ton of money.
Yeah.
Because you look up like, hey, what do I need? And you'll find links and articles to super expensive like stores or super expensive like brands, and we kind of want to see if those are actually worth the money, but also like what alternatives there are out there.
Yeah.
So when we figure that out, we'll go ahead and let you guys know. Hopefully we'll save you like a couple bucks here and there.
And then a little bit about our background. We actually have complete opposite like upbringings when it comes to just environment, if you want to go first.
Yeah. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I was there until I was like 14-ish. Moved down to Maryland, where we're at right now. After high school, I enlisted in the Marine Corps, and that was like my real exposure to like the outdoors. So living in Brooklyn, obviously we're in the middle of like a very urban center. I wasn't going out a whole lot. I went camping, I think, a total of 3 times when I was a kid, and then joining the Marine Corps. My first unit was an infantry battalion, and if you know anything about the infantry, they spend a ton of time in the field. So a lot of, camping, a lot of sleeping out of, or living out of my backpack, sleeping under the stars. And when it wasn't raining, I had a blast. It exposed me to all the gear that I'm kind of like obsessed with now. It exposed me to just
Pelican cases.
a lot of Pelican cases, but basically just being outdoors. And then now living where I am now and meeting Nick a couple years back, we both were like, hey, why don't we just go out and do stuff,
Yeah. Again, like super opposite of Josh. I was born in Canada, and growing up, I've done a trip up there every year where we essentially there's a ton of land up there with lakes, rivers, all that kind of stuff. And for me, I was looking forward to going up there every year as a kid because we got to do those outdoorsy, I guess, country things, but just outdoorsy things that now we've kind of proven that we can do that in Maryland. And there's a lot to do. There's a lot to show, and I think it's worth showcasing that there's stuff to do in the East Coast, especially in this metropolis.
Yeah, I think the East Coast gets kind of a bad rep.
Yeah.
Like if you go on Instagram or YouTube, it seems like everybody's on the West Coast doing like these outdoor adventures. But I mean, we've only been doing this like kind of seriously for like a year plus, and we've seen a ton of different like camping spots, a ton of backpacking spots. There's some mountains in like North Carolina, Virginia, and stuff like that. You definitely got to drive like 3-4-ish hours. But also, if you lived somewhere in like California or Arizona or something like that, you're probably driving the same amount.
Yeah.
So I think the East Coast, if you know what you're looking for, there's still plenty to do over here. We want to highlight that, share it with you guys.
Yeah. And Maryland itself has really cool state parks that I think they're kind of underrated, to be honest.
Yeah, I think when people think Maryland, they think Baltimore, which isn't that great. But Western Maryland, you got a ton of mountains out there. It's beautiful. Hopefully we'll be out there here in a couple months.
Yeah. So we hopefully will be posting a few times monthly. And interpret that as you will. But definitely look forward to content, and thanks for sticking around for this intro video. That's it, right?
All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.